Dear friends, today I will discuss some of the questions from Patent Agent Examination 2018, Paper 1. Okay, so we will go. First of all, I would like to tell you something about Paper 1. Paper 1 consists of three parts: Part A, Part B, and Part C. Part A consists of 60 marks, Part B 10 marks, and Part C 30 marks. All the questions are compulsory, and friends, there is no negative marking, and so please read carefully before answering. So we will try now to answer all the questions. At least 10 questions I will solve in this session. And friends, I would like to request all of you to please go through the questions, and if you are finding that any challenges can be done to my answers, then please do it. Okay, and provide your answers and your thoughts, your understanding. Okay friends, let us proceed. Question number 1. As per the Patent Act, the qualification required for a registered patent agent to work as the technical member of the appellate board is: Bit A, option A, master degree in science with at least 8 years functioned as a registered patent agent. Option B, degree in engineering or technology or master degree in science with at least 10 years functioned as a registered patent agent. Option C, bachelor degree in engineering or technology or science with a law degree. Option D, all of the above. So friends, as per my understanding, I would like to tick for option B, and my solution, or as per me, this solution is according to section 116 subsection 2 clause B. Okay friends, if you can challenge, please challenge me. Okay, question number 2. As per the Patent Act, Register of Patents shall contain: option A, names and addresses of grantees of patents; option B, revocation of patents; option C, notification of assignments and transmissions of patents; option D, all of the above. So as per my understanding friends, the answer should be D, that is all of the above, and this is as per section 67 subsection 1 clause A and section 67 subsection 1 clause B. That means clause A and B of subsection 1 of section 67. Please refer. Question number 3. Any person interested may make an application to the controller for granting compulsory license on patent as per the Patent Act in the following grounds. Option A, that the patented invention is not available to the public at reasonably affordable price. Option B, that the patented invention is reserved for non-commercial purpose. Option C, that the patented invention is imported with immediate effect. Option D, none of the above. So as for me friends, the answer should be, or I would go with option A, and this is as per section 84 subsection 1 clause B. Question number 4. A researcher finds an idea on recycling of biodegradable plastic. Biodegradable plastic. How does he proceed for patenting his idea? Option A, he needs to publish in the scientific journal and has to wait for the invitation from patent office. Option B, he needs to submit provisional specification and subsequently to file complete specification before patent office. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. So friends, my answer would be option B. Okay, you can, if you find it wrong, then you can tell me in the comment box. Okay. Question number 5. The invention as per Patent Act 1970 incorporates: option A, capable of industrial application; option B, an inventive step; option C, a new product or process; option D. So friends, my answer would be option D, all of the above, as per section 2 subsection 1 clause J. Okay. Let us proceed. Question number 6. Identify from the following patented products for which compulsory licenses are available for export, which is entitled for manufacture and export to any country having insufficient or no manufacturing capacity to address public health problems as per the Patent Act. Option A, disaster management related device. Option B, pharmaceutical products. Option C, food products. Option D, all of the above. So friends, my answer would be option B, and this is as per section 92A subsection 1, and the answer is pharmaceutical products. If you find any other answers or as per any section or any rules, please answer me in the comment box. Question number 7. When a patent completes its full term of 20 years within the provision of the Patent Act, it, option A, may be renewed for a further period of 10 years. Option B, may be renewed only under special circumstances. Option C, may be renewed for a period of 5 years. Option D, shall not be renewed. So friends, my answer is option D, that is shall not be renewed. Question number 8. A seized patent due to non-payment of renewal fees may be restored by filing an application for restoration with prescribed fee as per the Patent Act. Option A, within 12 months from the date on which patent ceased to have effect. Option B, within 18 months from the date on which patent ceased to have effect. Option C, within 48 months from the date on which patent ceased to have effect. Option D, none of the above. My answer is option B, as per section 60 subsection 1. Fine. Question number 9. The submission of proof of right to make an application for a patent made by virtue of an assignment as per the Act shall be within a prescribed period of, option A, with the application or within 3 months from the date of application. Option B, with the application or 9 months from the date of application. Option C, with the application or 6 months from the date of application. Option D, with the application or 12 months from the date of application. My answer is option C, with the application or 6 months from date of application as per section 7 subsection 2 and rule 10. Please refer. Question number 10. Find out from the following which is not the ground for opposition under section 25 of Patent Act 1970. Option A, that the request for examination pursuant to the filing of complete specification has not been filed by the applicant himself. Option B, that the complete specification does not sufficiently and clearly describe the invention or the method by which it is to be performed. Option C, that the applicant has failed to disclose to the controller the information required by section 8 or has furnished the information which in any material particular was false to his knowledge. Option D, that the patentee or the person under or through whom he claims wrongfully obtained the invention or any part thereof from him or from a person under or through whom he claims. So friends, as per me, the answer would be option A. Take a deep observation to the question. The question is not the ground. Okay, friends. So, as per my understanding, options B, C, and D. B is the ground as per section 25 subsection 1 clause G. C is a ground as per section 25